Picture this. It's Saturday morning, you're about to treat yourself to brunch and your card gets declined. Your face turns 50 shades of oh no, and suddenly you're Googling, where did my money go? Been there? I'm right there with you. Today you're going to discover why knowing personal finance isn't just adulting, it's your secret superpower. Here's the cold, hard truth. About 1/3 of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, meaning if your car needs a new battery tomorrow, you're stuck scrambling for a loan or a favor. Even worse, 27% of us have zero emergency savings sitting in a bank account. Zilch, nada, nothing. And with 73% saying they're actually saving less for emergencies this year, thanks to rising costs, the cliff we're teetering on just got steeper. Why should you care? Because understanding your money means peace of mind, no more heart-stopping moments at the register. Options freedom. Finally take that weekend getaway or say no thanks to debt collectors. Future you will love you. Retirement, that down payment, or even a side hustle all become totally doable. But ignore this and the cost is brutal. Sky-high credit card interest, sleepless nights, and watching opportunities slip through your fingers. And honestly, who wants to live paycheck to paycheck forever? Stick around till the end. I'm sharing 7 fundamental basics of personal finance with one super effective debt management method in the end that can flip your money story from yikes to heck yes. You'll kick yourself if you miss it. So, let's start. Number 1. Build wealth, not your credit score. You probably heard folks say you need a good credit score to survive, bro. Like it's some kind of magical number that makes you rich and powerful. But what if I told you? That's a total myth. Yep, not only can you live without a credit score, you can actually win without one. Let me prove it to you. You ever hear of Dave Ramsey? He's kind of like the Gandalf of personal finance. Wise, loud, funny, and loves yelling, debt is dumb. This guy didn't just ignore his credit score, he blew it up. He lives with a credit score of 0. 0? Yep, big fat goose egg. And yet, he's a multimillionaire, runs a huge company, and has helped millions of people get out of debt. So how'd he do it? Here's the truth about credit scores. A credit score is just a number that shows how much you love debt. It's not about how rich you are. It's not about how well you manage money. It's just, how often do you borrow money and pay it back? That's like getting a gold star for borrowing your friend's video game, returning it, and doing it again and again. Cool? Kinda? Smart? Not really. So, what should you do instead? Here's what Dave and other smart money people teach. Don't chase the credit score. You don't need it to buy a car, rent a place, or even buy a house. Yep, you can get a mortgage with no credit score if you use something called manual underwriting. That's just a fancy way of saying they actually look at your real money habits. Save money like a boss. Build wealth slowly and smartly. Be super generous with others. That's how you actually win with money. Not by playing the debt game, but wait, doesn't everyone use credit? Yeah, most people do. But you don't want to be most people, right? Most people are broke. Most people are stressed. Most people are drowning in debt just to build credit. You're different. You're on the wealth builder path, the freedom path, the I pay for stuff with real money and sleep like a baby path. Final words, your credit score doesn't define you. Your habits, your discipline, and your generosity. That's what makes you truly rich. So next time someone brags, yo, I got an 800 credit score, just smile and say, cool, I've got cash, peace of mind, and no payments. Number 2, pay your taxes. Suppose you just opened your burger shop and it's poppin'. Folks are lining up for those cheesy, juicy, melt-in-your-mouth burgers. You're flipping patties like a pro. Life is good. But then, a mysterious envelope shows up. Big letters on the front, Internal Revenue Service. You freeze. The spatula drops. A fry hits the floor in slow motion. What the heck is this? Relax, burger boss. It's just taxes. Let's break it down the easy way. First things first. Taxes are a thing. No way around it. I get it. No one likes taxes. But taxes pay for stuff we all use. Road, schools, national parks. So yes, it stings a little, but it matters. If you make money, you gotta pay taxes. Let's say you make $1,000 this week. You don't keep the whole thing. You save part of it for taxes. Just like setting aside ketchup for fries, this is tax ketchup. Okay, bad joke. If you've ever worked a regular job, you might have filled out a W-4 form. That tells your boss how much tax to take out of your paycheck. Every year by April 15th, you gotta file your taxes. That just means telling the government how much money you made, how much tax you already paid, and if you owe more, or maybe paid too much, you can do this with simple tax software online. If things get too messy, like you have business expenses or you accidentally wrote off your cat as an employee, just hire a tax pro. Here's what you really need to know. How much money is actually taxable? Not every dollar you make gets taxed. Some stuff can be written off. What tax bracket you're in. This just tells you what percent of your income goes to taxes, how much to withhold or save for taxes. Most small business folks put away around 25–30%. Safe zone. Now answer this. Do you like big tax refunds? Let me tell you, big tax refunds aren't a good thing. Now you might be thinking, well, wait, I got a huge refund last year. Isn't that awesome? Not really. That just means you gave the government too much money throughout the year. They're just giving it back, without interest. It's like loaning Uncle Sam cash for free. Final words. You just need to stay on top of your taxes so the IRS doesn't sneak up behind your food truck like, hey, buddy, you forgot about me. Start small. Set money aside. Learn your basics. And keep those burgers flippin'. Number 3, have insurance and a will? Picture this. You're living your best life. You've got your phone, your laptop, your car. Okay, it's old and smells like French fries, but still. And your apartment. You're even rocking that Spider-Man hoodie like a champ. Then one day, bam, you crash your car into a stop sign, or your pipes burst and your apartment floods, or someone steals your identity and starts buying fancy shoes with your name on it. Now what? Do you cry into a slice of cold pizza? No, you're smarter than that. You use your secret weapon, insurance. Yep, I know. Insurance sounds boring and expensive, but think of it like this. It's like paying a small amount now so you don't get crushed by a giant money monster later. Let me tell you about 8 types of insurance you must have. 1. Auto insurance. You drive? You need this. Period. If you crash, it helps pay for the damage. 2. Health insurance. Ever been to a hospital? It's like walking into a money pit. This protects your wallet from medical bills when you get sick or hurt. 3. Life insurance. If something happens to you, we hope not for a long time, your family gets money to help out. Especially important if they depend on you. Homeowners or renters insurance. Whether you own a house or rent a small place with mystery stains on the carpet, this protects your stuff inside. 5. Long-term disability insurance. What if you get hurt and can't work for a while? This helps cover your bills, so you don't go broke while binge-watching shows and recovering. 6. Long-term care insurance. Way in the future, if you need help taking care of yourself, like in a nursing home, this keeps you from draining your savings. 7. Identity theft protection. People steal info online. It's a thing. This helps fix the mess if someone pretends to be you. Jerks. 8. Umbrella insurance. It's like bonus protection when the regular stuff isn't enough. Super cheap, super powerful. And then there's the will. Now I know. A will? Isn't that something only old rich people have? Nope. A will is just a paper that says, here's what happens to my stuff when I'm gone. It helps your family big time. Without it, the government gets involved and takes forever to figure things out. And trust me, even if you don't have much right now, a will is still a smart move, because as your money grows, you'll want to protect it. Being prepared isn't boring, it's legendary. Number 4, plan for the future. All right, let me tell you a story. Meet Jake. Just a regular guy. Jake's 24. He just got his first real job. He's super excited. He's got his own apartment, a little car, and a fancy coffee machine he doesn't really need, but says, it's an investment in my mornings, a classic Jake. But guess what? Jake used to be clueless about money. Like, didn't even know what a 401k was. Clueless. He thought Roth was the name of a rock band. Now don't worry. Jake figured things out, and I'm going to tell you how. Stick with me, because there's a twist. Step 1, before Jake even started thinking about the future, he did 2 big things. Paid off all his debt, like credit cards and that car loan he took just to impress people. Saved up an emergency fund, like enough cash to cover 3 to 6 months of living if things went sideways. Like if his coffee machine broke or he lost his job. Why? Because building for the future while still drowning in debt is like trying to fill a bucket with holes in it. Step 2. Once he was debt-free and had his emergency stash, Jake learned this golden rule. Invest 15% of your income for retirement. Now Jake was like, 15%? That's like money I could be spending on tacos. But then he realized future Jake deserves tacos too. So he did it. But where did Jake put that 15%? Jake followed a simple plan. Jake's job gave him a 401k and offered to match his contributions, like for every dollar he put in, his company added some too. After that, Jake opened a Roth IRA. This one's special because you pay taxes now, but when you're old and want your money, it's all yours, tax-free. If he hadn't hit 15% yet, he just added more into his 401k. Easy peasy. Now, Jake didn't just throw all his money into one thing. He spread it out like peanut butter across 4 kinds of mutual funds. Growth mutual funds, for long-term big wins, growth and income mutual funds, for steady gains, aggressive growth mutual funds. These are wild, but can grow fast. International mutual funds. In case the rest of the world does awesome too. Jake learned the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So he used 4 baskets. Smart dude. Moral of the story? Be like Jake. Even if you're young and broke now, your future self is counting on you. And you've got time. And start now, start small, but just start. Number 5, save an emergency fund. Imagine this. It's 2:17 a.m. You jolt awake, heart pounding. A sharp pain clenches your chest. You fumble for your phone and dial 911. Within minutes, flashing lights, sirens, and an ambulance whisk you off to the ER. You're terrified, and so is your bank account. Here's the hard truth. Nearly 42% of Americans don't have any emergency savings at all, and 40% couldn't cover a $1,000 surprise expense if they had to. Without cash on hand, you're forced to swipe high-interest credit cards, 20% APR, borrow from family, or, worst of all, skip necessary care because you're afraid of the bill. So, the solution is build your first line of defense, the $1,000 starter shield. Before you build a fortress, you need a starter shield. Aim to save $1,000 as fast as you can. Even setting aside $100 a week gets you there in 10 weeks. Bump it to $200 a week, and you're done in 5 weeks. That $1,000 is your instant shield, enough to cover most ER copays, a tow truck after a flat tire, or a broken HVAC part. When life storms, you spring into action instead of panicking. Back to you at the ER. The nurse says your bill is $800 just for the ER visit plus tests. With your starter shield, you pay immediately. No debt, no sweat. You breathe easier, focus on getting healthy, and don't spend weeks juggling bills or calls to mom and dad. Once your $1,000 shield is locked and loaded, it's time to build the real fortress. List your monthly essentials. Rent, mortgage, groceries, utilities, car payment, insurance, phone bill. Add them up. Let's say it's $4,000 every month. Multiply by 3 to 6. That gives you $12,000 to $24,000 as your goal. This larger fund covers you and your family if you lose a job, need extended medical care, or face any other big surprise. Number 6, live on less than you make. Imagine this. Taylor's thumb hovers over the bank app, heart pounding. It's payday, and that sweet $2,500 deposited notification just popped. So why does her balance look like she owes money instead of having it? Taylor's palms sweat as she watches rent auto pay swoosh out. Groceries blink off the balance. Phone bill vanquished, and the train pass vanish. Before she even blinks, almost everything's gone. No cushion, no fun. Just that hollow, what now feeling. Here's Taylor's secret weapon, the 4 walls rule. Think of your money as a house. And there are 4 walls you can't let crumble. Food, groceries, cooking gas, maybe that occasional pizza night, utilities, electricity, water, internet so you can stream my videos, shelter, rent or mortgage, your real roof over your head, transportation, bus, train fare, or gas to get you where you need to go. Taylor's mission: every single dollar must fortify those walls first. Nothing else gets in until these 4 are rock solid. She tallies her bills. 4 walls cost $2,250 total. Her income is $2,500. Aha, $250 left. That magic leftover isn't chump change. It's called margin. Margin means freedom. A buffer for when that train fare spikes. The seed that grows into a real emergency fund, so you're never stuck without a phone fix or doctor visit. But here's the twist. Taylor doesn't spend that extra $250. She lives as if she only made $2,250. This is called as living on less than you make. Number 7, do a monthly budget. Once upon a time, there was a clever 10-year-old named Jesse. Every week, Jesse got a $5 allowance for doing chores, like feeding the dog and making the bed. One day, Jesse wondered, what can I do with my money so I don't blow it all on candy? First, Jesse thought, how can I get more gold coins? So Jesse started walking the neighbor's dog for $2 extra on weekends. That's earning, finding ways to get more money. Next, Jesse used the 3 jars system. She drew 3 jars and labeled them save, spend, and give. Save, jar, for the big dream. Like saving up for a cool remote control car that costs $50. Spend jar. For small fun things like ice cream or a new comic book. Give jar. To help others, like donating $1 to the animal shelter. Every time Jesse got money, it went into these jars. That's budgeting, planning where every dollar goes so you don't run out too fast. Jesse decided to drop $2 into the save jar every week. At that pace, Jesse would have enough for the remote control car in 25 weeks. That's almost 6 months. It sounded like a long time, but every week the jar got heavier and Jesse's smile got bigger. The spend jar got $2 each week too. Jesse learned to ask, do I really want this comic book? Or can I wait until next week? By choosing carefully, Jesse got the comics that mattered most, without running out of money on day one. Finally, Jesse put $1 into the give jar to help the local animal shelter buy food. Every time Jesse donated, it felt like a high score on kindness. And giving can be the best part because helping others makes you feel awesome inside. Why Jesse's story matters to you. If you don't plan, money can disappear faster than ice cream on a hot day. If you save, you can buy big things, like a bike, a video game, or even help pay for college one day. If you give, you become a hero in someone else's story. And remember, personal finance is only 20% knowing what to do, and 80% actually doing it. Start your 3-jar system today and watch your money adventure begin. So we've now finished the 7 basics of personal finance for beginners, and if you're still watching, that means you're on your way to a relaxed and happy life, because now you know how to manage your money like a pro. As promised, here's a bonus tip just for you. If you're struggling with debt or even thinking about borrowing money, I'm about to share a super effective debt management method, and that is the debt snowball method. Picture this. You are a proud American man, grill master of the backyard, provider of the household, owner of the home, but also owner of a monster called mortgage and his little debt friends, credit card, car loan, maybe even a medical bill. And every month you're like, where'd my paycheck go? Poof, gone, just like that. Feels like you're working hard, but getting nowhere. But don't worry, I've got a snowball that can crush those debts like a wrecking ball in a blizzard. What is the debt snowball method? It's not magic, it's not risky, it's just a super smart way to knock out your debt one by one until they're all gone. And best part? It keeps you motivated, like a video game, but for your bank account. Let's see step by step how it works. Let's say here's what you owe. $300 on a credit card, $1,000 for a hospital bill, $7,000 on a car loan, $150,000 on your home loan. Here's how the snowball works. Step 1. List your debts, smallest to biggest. Forget about interest rates for now. Just line them up from smallest balance to biggest. Credit card, $300, medical bill, $1,000, car loan, $7,000, home loan, $150,000. Step 2, make minimum payments on everything, except one. Pay the minimums on the big ones, like your home loan and car. But for that smallest debt, the credit card, attack it like it stole your sandwich. Throw every extra dollar you can at that credit card until it's gone. Step 3, roll that payment into the next debt. Now that the $300 credit card is history, let's say you were paying $50 a month toward it. Take that $50 and add it to the minimum on the next debt, the $1,000 medical bill. Boom. Now your payment is bigger, and the second debt disappears even faster. Step 4, keep rolling. Once the medical bill is toast, you take that combined payment and roll it into your car loan, and so on until you're smashing through your home loan like a snowplow through a driveway. Step 5, dance when you're debt-free. Seriously, when you finally pay off that last debt, you'll feel 10,000 pounds lighter. Your income will finally belong to you again. No banks, no bills, just freedom, baby. Why this works, even though it's so simple. People often ask, but shouldn't I pay off the debt with the highest interest first? Sure, mathematically. But here's the truth. Money is 20% head knowledge and 80% behavior. The debt snowball gives you quick wins. You see results fast, you stay pumped, you keep going. And that motivation, it's what keeps you from giving up. Final words. Forget what the world says about good debt and smart borrowing. You don't need to be in debt to live the American dream. You just need a plan. Start small, stay focused, and roll that snowball all the way to freedom. And if you want to learn the wealth-building secrets of Robert Kiyosaki, click on this video. I'll see you there.